What is the downtime for having a mole removed? Now, I got in trouble when I did the video on cost of mole removal. I didn't get in trouble, but I got a lot of negative comments. I did a video on this on YouTube, and everyone was saying, yes, clickbait, because you haven't said what the cost of mole removal is. Because I think I got asked the question, what's the cost of mole removal? And the fact of the matter is, it can vary. It can vary on the size and the site, and you can get big moles. You can get quite large nevi. So not all moles are just tiny little moles. So, you know, the point is, it's the same for the downtime. So if it's a tiny little mole with a couple of little stitches, not great, not a huge. If it's quite a big mole and it's closed quite tight, and the skin's like, you know, then it'll be longer. But in general terms, I'll tell you in general terms to be helpful. In general terms, you will have stitches in if it's the face. Well, you'll have stitches in wherever. You'll have stitches in that need to be removed in the face. On the body, we tend to use dissolvable sutures. And so on the face, the stitches will be removed within after 5 to 7 days. And the skin will be healed in that time. So the outer layer of the skin will be healed in 5 to 7 days on the face. It takes a bit longer on the body for the skin to heal, 1 to 2 weeks. Therefore, because the stitches need to be left a bit longer on the body, we tend not to use the non-dissolvable sutures because they can leave stitch marks. So we tend to bury a dissolvable suture so there's no stitch marks on the body, but it does mean that the scar is a bit more red while the stitch is dissolvable, is dissolving on the face. So using the non-dissolvable sutures does give you a slightly better scar. That's why we tend to use them on the face and then remove them at 5 to 7 days. So you'll have a dressing on usually if it's on the body, or stitches on in the face. So after a week, the dressing comes off, the stitches come out. So after a week, you don't have any dressing or anything like that. And the skin will be healed, so you will be able to do, you'll be able to do stuff straight away. Next day, that afternoon, you'll be able to do, well, might feel a bit like that afternoon might be a bit extreme, but certainly the next day you'll be able to do stuff. But you might, if it's on the visible place, you might feel a bit self-conscious about it, but you want to take it easy. Certainly for the first 1 to 2 weeks, as I say, the skin should be healed in 1 to 2 weeks. Sometimes it takes longer, but normally speaking, 1 to 2 weeks, you kind of want to be taking it easy in terms of jogging, running, weightlifting, gym, and all that sort of stuff. You can do gentle stuff like walking. After a couple of weeks, once the wound healed, and we'll probably be in touch with you because we will see you in the dressing clinic to check it's all healed up okay. You can start getting into things, but you want to start gentle and build up. If it's on your face, you don't want to sort of make your face go red. So any sort of like weightlifting and stuff, don't really want to do that because you make it bleed and that stuff like that. And then personally, I normally get you massaging it after about 6 weeks. So the downtime for having a mole removal is kind of like the day of the op is the downtime. I would say the next day you'll be able to get back to work and stuff. But although if as long as you're happy having stitches in, and as long as you're not doing heavy lifting, if you're doing heavy lifting, it'll be a couple of weeks.